And the inside and in front, I mean, there's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to do it. Why have you guys been so successful in actually executing?
Well, because our players bought into that. Our players believed in that. You have to believe in it to do it.
Okay.
And we'll practice pursuit every day in practice. In practices, you'll see our guys run to the football as hard as they can. And that's practice. Just like you practice blitzes, you practice stunts, you practice technique. Pursuit is also part of that, and that's what we've really tried to do a great deal with.
When you talk about those tackles, you guys had to play 3 really good teams in a row. You were tired probably, and those were good opponents. Did you think the tackling in the Michigan game and against the first half against Wisconsin was where it needed to be, or
No, and you hit it right on the head, and we've talked about that. And our players were the first ones they saw that. That was not typical, as you know, and again that goes back to showing why it is so important that as in a defense you have to be on your game, and not your game just running defenses, on your game of running to the football and tackling and keeping it inside and in front.
so I know you guys drill that all day, every season, all season long. Was there any part of this preparation where it was like, well, let's just go back to day one stuff, or
No, we've done like we do every week. We do the exact same things. In fact, like we'll do pursuit drill to start out every work week, and we do the same thing. And I mean, that's our kids. Our kids, they'll watch the tape and they'll say to somebody, "You got to run to the ball more," or we'll point out and you'll see where the whole team is running to the football, where you don't find that on other teams, and that's been a really big thing for us.
Well, you guys at times, I guess mostly on third downs, have gone to 2 safeties at times, right, on obvious passing downs. What causes you in those moments to decide we're going to do that and do that with the 2 safeties?
Well, just as a variety, as a different way. I mean, you can't do the same thing every time when you're playing equal teams. So you have to give them some kind of variation, and that's why we do that.
So, and I always preface this by saying, talk to me like I'm an idiot, but maybe I don't have to preface that. You just know I'm an idiot. They have good receivers. They have a good quarterback. You guys have great corners. But I would maybe wonder in a game like this, would you want 2 safeties on the field more so you could give maybe a little more help on both sides of the field rather than just having Jordan back there? Is that, against a great passing team, would you lean more to a double safety look, or am I looking at it the wrong way?
Well, always remember, when you put 2 safeties back there, you're taking a run defender out of the game.
Yep.
So now, are you going to be softer on the run to do something in the back end?
And
It's
they're gonna
give
run
or take.
ETN.
So it's a give and take, and that's the thing you've got to understand. I think that you've got to be able to do both to be able to, when a team has a strong running back like they have a strong running game, and they also have the ability to throw the football. You can't stay in one thing all the time, but you have to know what is better versus what.
Right.
And you got to mix it up.
When you guys have played 2 safeties at times, it seems like when you do that, you'll walk Jordan down, I think, to get another body in there. What do you think of the few snaps he's gotten sort of playing more in the box as opposed to deep level?
Really good. I mean, I think he's going to have a future in the next level being down in the box more. I mean, he's such a great player. He's such a great young man. He's so smart that I really believe that that's where he'll end up being, that kind of guy. And so he's a natural doing that.
You guys have played multiple guys in that second safety spot and you've gone to that look. Where are you right now with that? Is it Josh Proctor? Is it
It's
Butler?
Proctor. It's Proctor. It's Sean Wade. It's we've got 3 guys that can do it at any time. So we do have the people to be able to do that.
And just trying to put this in context for fans who have followed, Ohio State fans who have followed you guys all year, we know probably when you face Penn State, that might have been the best receiver group you would face to that point. And we know how good the Michigan receivers were. Maybe they were the best group to that point. Can you just put context to this Clemson passing game so fans can understand how good it is? I would describe to them as this is by far the best passing game you guys have faced.
No question. I think a couple of things. One, the receivers have such great length. I mean, they're not your 5'10", 5'9" receivers. They are 6 something, and they play that way. They also, the one thing that sticks out to me watching them on film that they do a great job of is when the ball is in their area, they catch it, they secure it. You see a lot of great wide receivers that they will make a catch and then the next one it'll come off their fingertips. And I think I've always said that. That's one thing that our guys, our wide receivers, I think do a great job of too. When the ball's close to them, they catch it. You see a lot of really good receivers in the NFL and college everywhere where all of a sudden the ball's right there and they'll drop it. Next one, they'll make a phenomenal catch. Well, Clemson's guys seem like they make a lot more good catches or securing it than some teams we played.
And they've done this. I mean, this is what they do.
That's what they
That's
do.
why they're one of the best, maybe the best program in college football right now. But the ability that you guys have defensively with both the scheme, but with the players you put out there who can defend, how would you describe with Jeff and Sean and Damon and Jordan and the guys in your secondary, your ability to match up with a passing game like this? I mean, most teams probably
Right.
sometimes don't have much of a chance to get a passing game like this, but you guys have some guys back there.
That's our game plan. I mean, that's what we feel. I mean, we feel that we have the ability to be able to play a single high, and at the same time be able to go two back there. You know, so a lot of teams can't ever even go a single high because they don't have that, and I think we do.
And the ability that you can go single high because you believe in your corners
That's
so
right.
much.
That's right. And along with that goes the pass rush.
Yep.
I mean, no corner, no matter what, can cover a great wide receiver for a long period of time. And they're going to win their share, you know, but you have to have the ability to get to the quarterback. And when that happens, then the combination of both help you become successful.
And an obvious, again, a stupid question, and I just asked Chase the same thing, but when you have a pass rusher like that against a great passing game like this, if Chase is great in this game, and then whether that's getting sacks or opening opportunities for your other guys, how much of an impact can a guy like Chase Young have on a game against a passing game like this?
I mean, that's why if you look in the NFL, who are the top draft guys? Pass rushers. Because they change the game. I mean, I'll say it again. You can take the very best corners and put them against the very best wide receivers, and each will win their share. Okay, so that's dead even going out there. Now, what changes that? Well, a guy like Chase Young, either he gets there or has great ability to impact the throw, or his buddies playing next to him get there because they're going to do something with him. So, I mean, you got to have both. You got to have both, and then at the same time, you better be able to stop the run when you're doing it, or the team will just say, okay, fine, you're going to take this away, and we're going to run it all day against you. I mean, there's a lot of little things that go with this, and you know, we're very fortunate. We have a tremendous group of young men. I can't say it enough. I mean, our meeting room and our players, I mean, they come in every day ready to go. They want to be great, and they've shown that. Their character is off the charts. You don't have what you read about in today's football where guys start thinking they're better than they are, because everybody there is the same way. They all have sacrificed. They all have done what Mickey Marotti, our strength coach, had them doing starting in January.